Yep, we're good.
All right, it is Tuesday, March 28th. The rundown is brought to you by Sport Clips. It can be stressful to describe the kind of haircut you want, and even if you feel like you've got it across, it's hard to know if your stylist really understands you. Too often, hair care results in a hair scare, but fortunately, the stylists at Sport Clips haircuts speak the language of hair. You could say that they're fluent in fades, literate in long locks, and just all around clippers confident. Doesn't matter if your hair is balding or billowing, Sport Clips stylists are black belts in cutting men's hair. They've been specially trained to do it. These pros, they're artists. You are the canvas, and each of your hair follicles is the happiest of trees. A little Bob Ross reference. So sit back and relax. It's the MVP haircut experience time. That means a 7-pressure point massaging shampoo, I love a good hot towel, perfectly steamed hot towel, and the freedom to not have to stress about a bad cut. Next time you need a cut, come to Sport Clips and get a head-turning haircut from the pros in men's hairs. Myself, Big Ev, Jersey Jerry, what's up, fellas?
Tommy, how we doing?
Good. Let's get into the rundown. Let's start with Adam Schefter's report that a group including Magic Johnson has submitted a bid that meets Dan Snyder's $7 billion requirement to purchase the Washington Commanders. I feel like this has got to be, this is the number one team I think that wants their owner to sell in all of sports.
Oh, they hate their
I
own.
would say without question.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll talk, obviously, there was the Wilpons for a while, the Mets. I think this is clearly the number. I would agree. Noah, I mean, he's just the most horrible owner, like documented horrible person.
Well, he's been a bad guy for a long time.
Forever. Pretty much forever.
I think he had a thing going on with the Spanish back in the day where he would...
Spanish people?
The Spanish people,
Yeah.
They didn't understand English, and he would just make them do these things without knowing what they were doing, signing stuff. He's just a bad guy.
Right. And it's hard to be, I feel like, a bad NFL owner because there's a salary cap. Like MLB, you could be like, oh, I hate my owner because they don't spend any money. NFL, they're pretty much all spending the same amount of money. So you have to go out of your way to just be like a shitty human being within the organization. Otherwise, NFL owners shouldn't really affect the team, and he does that.
Yeah, there's two ways. I think either it's one like him where you're just like such an asshole. I mean, there's been reports way back of like rampant sexual harassment around the office and things like that. Or the other route is more like the Jerry Jones route where you're just like too in the mix.
Yeah.
You're like too much trying to be like the GM when you came from like a business background. You're not really like a football guy in terms of like personnel and that kind of thing. And you're around the team for a while. So all of a sudden you think you're a personnel guy, you're not. I'm a person, I think Jerry Jones held them back, but I mean, that's probably not quite as bad as I would say than just being a horrible human being all around.
You know, he's an asshole and a horrible person.
Where did Bezos? What happened with that?
I was
he
wondering
supposed to?
I think he was interested. I read that
I
at
don't think
least.
Snyder wants to sell to him, right?
But again, if I was a billionaire like that, I would rather buy a baseball team, like the Steve Cohen route, where I can really throw my money around and get all the best players. Where the NFL and can't really do that as
well. Also, the NFL has kind of proved the cap is sort of fake.
It is cool. The Rams proved that.
Because really, what they do is now all these teams, if you have like a very good player who makes a lot of money, where you coming into the season you clearly know you're not going to cut him no matter what happens, you just turn the salary into a signing bonus, and it just frees all that, becomes free cap space.
It messes you up the next year, right? But you can just keep doing it.
But that's you can kind of just keep over and over again. You can choose your next star player and just give him all the money and just keeps going.
Yeah, it's. I wonder if more teams. I mean, I do think more teams are going to start doing that, but it seems like every team's just be like, wait a minute, this number means nothing.
Nothing.
And also the number keeps going up and up. As well.
The next couple of years is going to go up a lot.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, Meek Mill, who maybe is Lamar Jackson's agent now, told Robert Kraft that Lamar wants to play for the Patriots. Kraft said that it's going to be Bill Belichick's decision. Lamar Jackson needs to just get an agent.
Yeah, it seems kind of like me and Jared talked about before. It kind of seems like almost teams are almost kind of like everyone's kind of playing hardball with them a little bit, like almost like setting an example, like just don't do this. Well, I think what really fucked, not him, but what fucked the entire NFL, and I think they're trying to put a stop to it more than anything, is the Deshaun Watson contract. Right. I think giving him all that guaranteed money, that pissed everyone else off because it set a bad precedent. Well, it set a bad precedent for the owners in the sense that now you see a guy like Lamar's like, I've had a better career than Deshaun Jackson.
Right.
I want his money. Deshaun Jackson got this big contract coming off, essentially almost 2 years off.
With a massive scandal.
With a massive, like, off-the-field scandal where Lamar has had no problems off the field. He just, I think his bigger problem besides that has been that he's ended last year, last 2 seasons on significant injuries.
Yeah.
Has missed significant time. It's cost his team playoff chances. Like think about it, they probably beat the Bengals if he plays. They almost beat him with Lamar Huntley. And they've lost a lot of these games, obviously, with Lamar Huntley, who has been like decent, but he's just not Lamar Jackson. And I think he's in this weird spot where he has no agent. He's this dual threat quarterback who is injured a lot now the last 2 years. So it's like, what really is his value? I mean, teams clearly are not shopping at the bit to sign him, but I do think maybe part of that is teams kind of being like, we're not going to play ball with a guy who's negotiating on his own. Yeah, it just makes everything like weird.
I feel like the Colts or the Commanders or just some team that's been so desperate for a quarterback.
I think the Commanders should like do something with
absolutely.
Like maybe if they get a new owner, who Dan Snyder doesn't want, maybe if they get a new owner, it's like, all right, I need to make a splash. First move is like a new owner. Go get a very good quarterback. That maybe that's like, yeah. It seems.
If you're Lamar,
crazy.
though, where would you rather play? New England or Commanders? Same money, same everything. Where would you rather play?
I'd rather play New England.
Yeah, I mean, I think how could you turn down the idea of?
I mean, the Commanders have just been a disaster forever.
I do like, though, like, I always think that if I was an athlete, I like the idea of saving a franchise. Like, the Commanders have been in such disarray forever, where it's like they get a new owner, you go in there, you be the hero to, like, all these fans.
Patriots fans should, though, want Lamar. I think Dave's tweet was yesterday something about we already have our QB1.
Well, he's a big Mac Jones guy. They're like, they know each other.
I mean, the Commanders need Lamar more than the Patriots do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Dave is. I would say Dave is wrong here. I'd rather Lamar than Mac Jones.
Without question.
NFL head coach, annual picture, Big Cat, great blog as always.
Yep.
It's one of the best blogs of the year. Just so funny. Just all the coaches together. Any main takeaways from the picture?
Dable was handsome as ever.
So he really is, as Big Cat said, just full Jersey Guido.
Yeah, no, honestly, I love this line about
you have a little Dable in you, actually.
People have said that to me. I take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment.
I pretty much just like take my hat off and shave my head, which I just don't have a haircut right this second. Yeah, when he's lying about the Sopranos cameo, because Mangini made one back in the day, Dable would make an incredible Sopranos cameo, just like having lunch at Vesuvio or something. But in just how he's the first man. He's tougher than the sun. Look at that man. Yeah. Look at his head.
He said
that thing is screaming.
Andy Reid, classic cookout legs at the barbecue.
Just some loafers on, Hawaiian shirt, just manning the grill.
Yeah, I think Big Cat said too. Just a hog on Sean Payton, just out there.
Yeah, crazy.
I didn't even see that. Can we zoom in on that?
Look at this guy, just flexing a hammer.
That big fat cock. He's right there.
Right there. Zoom in on that.
Yep, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's.
Where's D'Amico Ryans? He's my number one guy in the world.
He is
all the way to the right, maybe.
Yeah,
there he is. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big D'Amico. I said he's the number one guy I want to marry in the world. Just a great look, great strong looking man, a handsome black man is how I describe D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, I would agree.
Or Idris Elba.
Now, who's one guy that just doesn't fit in, you think? If you were to pick one, who doesn't fit?
And the easy answer is Mike McDaniel. That's too easy of an answer.
You want to know who I think? Josh McDaniels looks weird in this photo.
Yeah.
He looks fat.
He just looks like strange. I don't know. He looks off.
Who is to the right of McDaniel, between Tomlin and McDaniel?
That's Arthur Smith.
Yeah, he does not look like he fits in.
Also, who was I going to say? Gannon just doesn't look like the guy next to McCarthy is Gannon.
Gannon looks a little bit like Kendall Roy in
this. He just looks like an offensive coordinator. He doesn't give me head coach vibes.
Yeah, no. I mean, and the clip with Rondale Moore.
Pew, pew. Oh. Yeah, it's so funny.
Like, I think the Cardinals literally should have fired him on the spot for that.
But sneaky, that's how that guy, I feel like, ends up being the good coach.
Yeah, true. Next up, we move over to the NBA. Bradley Beal under police investigation for battery when he, quote-unquote, attacked a fan. He's under police investigation for an incident with a fan last week. The fan reportedly yelled, "You fucked me out of $1,300, you fuck." And Beal knocked the hat off of his head. $1,300 for a hat knock off the head. Like, there should be no investigation. You should be able to knock a guy's hat off.
I don't agree with that.
No?
I think Beal's in the wrong here.
There's some guys, I don't want to name names or point figures. There's some guys in the room may not have sent certain DMs after maybe a bad beat or...
I think I messaged Jamar Chase yesterday, actually.
Jamar Chase?
Yeah, I did.
What could he have done yesterday?
Well, this is what happened. I messaged him yesterday. I said, make sure you check in next time you come to my city. I mean, you got to check in.
AKA Pittsburgh.
Oh, you know what I actually want to talk to you about?
Is that Pittsburgh or Jersey? Or both.
I think he was in Pittsburgh for
You
something.
check into both?
Speaking of athletes you have a connection with, me, Marty, and Hubs did a short porch season preview Yankee yesterday. Marty revealed Anthony Volpe hates him. Anthony Volpe told you that he hates Marty?
I don't think he used the word hate, but I think he just strongly dislikes Marty.
Just not a fan, I guess.
If I'm Marty, I'm in a tough position now where it's like, this guy's the next Derek Jeter, the next like going to be icon. But if he hated me, I don't know how I would feel.
Yeah, I think you have to almost go over the top with love.
Yeah, maybe.
I think you have to just like literally just like basically suck his dick.
You have a connection with Volpe, like you?
Yeah, we were just texting yesterday.
Yesterday? Can you ask him what he thinks of me?
I could, yeah.
Can you send him a live text right now?
I'll send him a live text right now.
Yeah, ask him all the Yankees fans. Maybe throw me in there. Hubs, Tommy.
Yeah, just specifically
Frankie,
Tommy.
Spider.
Yeah, he'll see it after.
We'll see it when he gets done.
Yeah.
I DM'd him last night on Instagram, and I said, hey, congrats on making the team, but important question. We're in the streets, you hate Marty Mush. Totally fair. But want to make sure that you like me / don't hate me, too. And he has not read it. So I just need to make sure I can go. All right, thank you. Jerry, let me know what he says.
Yeah, we did a jersey swap, me and Volpe. I think I posted it yesterday on Twitter. But we did a jersey swap at the Somerset's Patriots game, which was pretty cool.
Yeah,
he's a good dude.
He's the next Jeter. I don't think I'm able to find that jersey. Oh, that was quick.
There it is.
Oh, yeah, that's sick.
Just a collared shirt. Just gave him like a guy for the blue Guy Fieri.
That's an awesome jersey.
So sick. Jersey, so sick.
Is that like a special
Yeah, it was
July 4th or
Captain America Day or something.
That's what it looked. I was gonna say it looks like a superhero type.
He's probably pretty
vibe.
pissed he couldn't keep that jersey. You really
Banged him.
finessed him. It's a great day for a jersey shop.
See, when Jerry just went back to like JCPenney, bought that shirt again.
Yeah. There's $11 shirt easily replaced. Chiefs SuperFan, Chiefaholic, is on the run from the law. So he made news last season. I feel like we talked about him in the rundown. Billy did something where he was arrested for a string of bank robberies that he would execute on the way to Chiefs games, released on bail ahead of the Super Bowl, due back in court yesterday, but failed to show. He allegedly removed his ankle monitor, and there's now a $1 million bond warrant out for his arrest. I got to be honest, this is on the judge. Like a guy known as Chief Saholic, who's robbing banks on the way to Chiefs game, that's the definition of a flight risk.
Yeah.
Like that's a guy who should not have been out on bail.
What would he do with the money? Like, he would rob the bank, then what would he do with the money? Yeah, but you can't get into the game with money, right?
He funded his travels to watch the game.
Oh.
So he couldn't have been stealing that much money.
Well, I mean, usually, don't banks at this point just have like a system, right? Like they just
take money.
They almost
right?
have like an allotted money they give, like they have set aside for if they get robbed, right? Isn't that a thing? Don't they also have the ink money as well that if you pull it out, it just like blows up?
Right.
So it's unusable.
Can you get away with robbing a bank today?
I feel like it's
You think you
probably
could?
hard.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard stats that like only like half of the people get caught.
Wow.
Actually,
Seemed like a guy who would rob a bank.
Actually, honestly, there's a little plug for Eddie. He went to high school with a guy who robbed a bank and got caught, went to jail, and now is out. It's honestly unbelievable dog walk. It's a two-parter. Really good episode. It's from like a couple years ago though, but if you can find them, really so fascinating. He tells the whole story about how he was just like in money. He was in money troubles and robbed. It was a crazy story.
There was a guy who used to call into Barstool Radio that was a bank robber.
Wow.
I think he like went to jail. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, many bank robbers are caught the same. The bank robbery is one of the highest. The clearance rate for bank robbery is one of the highest of all crimes, 60%.
So you're more likely than not to get away with it.
Why isn't everyone robbing banks?
I know.
You have better odds. They're telling you have better odds of getting away with robbing a bank than flipping a coin and landing on the right side.
Wow.
That's wild.
Huh.
Interesting. Good to have in our back pocket.
Yeah, just a thought. Things never go south here.
Second half of the rundown is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. The Barstool Sportsbook is a sportsbook made for stoolies and is the only place to find exclusive picks and parlays from Big Cat Dave and the rest of the Barstool gang. And this March, kick off the action with a $100 sign-up bonus on the Barstool Sportsbook. You can sign up today using the code TOURNEY, TOURNEY. Then place a $10 or more cash wager on any college basketball bet. Win or lose, receive $100 in bonus cash. So download and create an account today. Be sure to use the code TOURNEY to unlock your $100 in bonus cash. Barstool Sportsbook lets you bet however you like with daily odds boosts, live in-game markets, move the line, and teaser bets, and Parlay Plus for awesome same-game parlays. iCasino is also available in select states with your favorite table games and slots, so download the Barstool Sportsbook and create an account today, and be sure to use code TOURNEY to unlock $100 in bonus cash. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. I know it's a little early, but you guys have any picks you like this weekend?
So I have a future on Miami, 50-1 to win it all. So the smart thing to do is probably not to bet anything in the game, but I'm definitely going to take Miami with the points.
You're not going to hedge with UConn money line?
No, I'm going to probably double down. I'll take the points, so if they lose, maybe they cover still.
Right.
But, yeah, I'll probably Miami, and then tough. Probably San Diego State, but undecided. You can't. Tough to ask me days in advance. My mind can go a million different ways by Saturday.
I'm going to take the Sunoco guy over points. Whatever his over is, I don't care. He's dominant.
So you learned from Timmy. Timmy's no-go. Yeah. Sunoco, good.
Yeah. AI is a problem. AI has infiltrated the music industry. It's now able to mimic artists' voices. Some guy wrote like a custom verse for Kanye that he covered. Then Kanye covered Love Yourself by Justin Bieber, which was fire. It was so sick. But here, if you want to watch, this is the custom Kanye verse.
I got a fantasy that's beautiful, that's dark and twisted. But I attacked the whole religion all because of my ignorance. What was I thinking? That was some big shit. I lost Adidas, but I'm still crazy. Back in the kitchen, man, I'm a genius. Boys in the hood, just like
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound...
This is the original guy.
Yeah.
So this is the guy who is putting his rap into the machine.
Yeah. And then it's getting...
So he's able to just put the lyrics in it. Okay, got it.
Coming up.
It doesn't sound precise, but it's pretty
It's pretty close. I mean,
it's really close.
If you just listened and no one told you, you wouldn't think. I don't think you would think anything.
And the Love Yourself cover just sounds completely normal. Like just like this. I was like reading an article. I'm officially afraid of AI, and I've been fucking around with ChatGPT. We did that on the rundown a month ago or so. I mean, if AI is just gonna be making their own music like this. I feel like we were warned for years AI is a problem. Right now we're just letting it run wild.
You can just write your own raps and just have other people. You just like make songs you want.
I think they're doing that with Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD he's on New Music Friday every week.
Well, he just has like a million unreleased.
I think they also released an AI.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I thought it was all just
that could be made up.
I thought it was all just his old shit, which in the music industry is very like, not taboos, maybe not the word, but I know it's like people have differing opinions on that. True artists, they don't love putting out dead people's music because they didn't get to like put their final stamp on it. Right. So I know that's kind of like but big Juice WRLD fan, so I don't mind. As a fan, I like hearing the new music.
I just don't think like rappers, upcoming rappers, like don't even have to pay for features anymore, really.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, there has to be like legal ramifications.
Oh yeah. I don't think you could just plug this on a song and like put it out on Apple Music and like sell it. Or Spotify or something. I wouldn't think so because you're kind of like stealing their voice.
I mean, the only thing is maybe you can't say like featuring Kanye West, but maybe you could be like featuring Wanye Kest or something.
Yes. You think you get away with that?
Might be able to.
I don't know.
That'd be wild.
I feel like the record industry, like the music industry, is going to come down hard on this. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And then it's like what happens to artists if? But I mean, then the other side of that coin is like, well, like the creativity and the passion or whatever, like only shines through when it's the real artist.
Well, imagine some guy with like like you think it's like a good rap voice, and you're just like a guy's a better writer. He's like, I'm just gonna write fire shit with this guy with this great rap voice. Imagine they just take a rapper's game to the next level.
Yeah, it's wild. The pictures, you see the Pope pictures with the hardest fit of all time.
Yeah.
Pope Francis in the winter jacket, Trump getting arrested.
Fire.
It's like this AI's gone crazy. Pope jacket.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Real. I thought that was real until
No.
You thought that was real?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an unreal Photoshop.
Yeah.
It's not Photoshop. It's AI.
Or not, excuse me, AI.
Yeah, which I don't know what the.
But for some reason, I feel like it's not totally. Maybe I'm ignorant, but I didn't think it was totally unbelievable that he would wear a jacket like that. I guess. I don't know. It was cold. I don't know. It's white. I don't know.
Really? I felt like there's.
I guess I didn't comprehend. Is that a chain? Or was that just okay? I guess maybe I didn't see that either. I didn't see like the chain would throw me off.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like priests don't they wear these big like not like little chain, but like when they wear their priest outfit, isn't there some sort of like cross on them? I don't know. I've been to church in a while.
Yeah. I mean, some of those fits go hard.
Like, yeah, like wearing that all white. Like, I think out of the question. Like that's normal. So just a jacket on. I mean, it's cold in Italy now. I've never been. I have
like
no
here,
idea.
like when it's cold here, it's cold there, and vice versa.
Fitz, dude. Look, the Pope kind of goes crazy with his fits.
Yeah.
Look at some of these purple jackets and shit. Go down.
The Pope is low key.
Like, look at that. Look, the purple and the red next to him. Like he's snapping.
That would be for Lent, right? Isn't Lent purple?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like that. Look at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's royalty.
Motherfucker dropped the hottest fit of 2023.
Yeah, like what? If I was a rapper, I'd like Photoshop my face on that. Be like my album cover.
And last up, we got this kid in a wheelchair getting stuffed at the rim. Just very funny.
Yeah, I didn't get to see this yet. I'm excited.
Oh, it's great. Let's play this.
He sends this shit. Set him up for the shot. He's get the fuck out of here.
Oh.
And then he celebrates too after he
He's like flexed on.
Yeah, flexed on him. I love. I mean, that's just funny. I know, like Nate said in the blog where he was like, oh, this would be a BuzzFeed where it's like faith in humanity restored, wheelchair basketball game, person makes shot. But it's way funnier to just fucking Richard. There's nothing better than like playing against like my little cousins in sports and just fucking dominating them. It's such a great.
I mean, if anything, to be honest, it's like you're treating them like you treat anyone else.
Exactly.
Like that's like if you were just like you're not giving them, you're treating them just like, hey, one of your boys. If you could swat your boy, you'd do it.
You don't get to drop a triple-double just because you're in a wheelchair.
No. Kind of like, it's like the same thing in, 21 Jump Street when he's like, you punch me because I'm gay. He's like, well, no, if the normal thing to do I would punch you regardless if you're gay or not. That'd be treating you equal. So, if you're going to play basketball with someone in a wheelchair, you're treating them the same way you treat anyone else.
You're throwing up a weak-ass shot.
Yeah, you don't get just free 10-foot jump shots because you're in a wheelchair.
Did you see the other kid call for a travel? Right here.
That's pretty funny.
Where at? Oh my!
He spikes it.
I mean, technically, it's not a trap. Like her feet, her feet are off the ground. Like
her feet didn't move at all.
Right, her feet didn't move. She's floating.
Well, technically, if I don't know their exact medical condition, but if you're in a wheelchair, usually they can't move your feet at all.
Right.
That's the point.
She's literally incapable of traveling.
Incredible. Just internet's undefeated.
And then post-show, we got, as Robbie said on Twitter, which was very funny, the disgusting brothers from Succession, Klemmer and Frank the Tank, on a road trip down to Miami for opening day.
Okay, Frank and I are off all the way to Miami. We're doing the road trip thing. Frank, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. We're off. We're going to do a 2-day trip here off to Miami for the Mets the Mets season opener against the Marlins. It's my second time to Marlins Park.
Second time as well.
But we are super excited for the season to start. No Darren Ruff, so Frank should be ecstatic.
I was going to boo him every time he came to the plate.
We will try to chronicle our trip as we go. But Frank, you ready?
I'm ready.
Miami or bust, baby!
Let's fucking go.
What a duo.
Which I still think the funniest thing about this trip is Frank was in Miami, was in Florida 2 days ago.
Well, he was there he was there to fuck.
He took a flight home just to drive to Miami with
Yeah, I don't
Klemmer.
understand that.
Yeah, why can't they? Why aren't they flying? Is it budget?
I think they were limited on budget. I was told. I think Klemmer said. I think they were given $1,000 and pretty much said
Frank should have no
make with it what you can. So they
Frank could rip that in like 3 cameos.
I think for sure. I think they basically decided to use $1,000 on the hotel.
Gotcha. I mean, I almost feel like though the drive down between you're gonna have to stop a night.
Yeah. They are. They're stopping it south of the border. I think
Gas, food. You might end up almost getting a plane ticket. What is this?
Bobby just sent us this wheelchair video of a person crowd surfing.
That's wild.
Wheelchair.
It's a strong ass crowd.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Oh
no.
damn.
Oh no.
Realize how heavy the wheelchair's heavy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Guys, anything else post show?
I'm looking forward to the Klemmer and Frank content. A lot of hot dog reviews. I'm curious to see them at the Mets game because Klemmer is so rational as a fan. I feel like if someone strikes out in the first inning, Frank's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And Klemmer's gonna be it's game 1, inning 1.
They're like polar opposites.
Like Pete Alonso lined out to left.
Yeah.
he's like, the season's over.
We're gonna get
Everything's
Klemmer
done.
like down by the ocean. Okay, here's a fun Miami fact. In 1997, this actually opened on the interstate. Yeah, I mean, if I had a picture of Klemmer and Frank like posted up at a table at like 11, that would be amazing.
Oh my God.
Is Ruff gone?
Yeah, he got designated for a stop.
They sent him to the minors.
Wow.
Did someone pick him up?
No, I said I don't know. Or is he just on the minor league deal?
I just assumed he was in the. I didn't see that he got picked up
Darren
anywhere.
Ruff. Oh, you're looking it up. Mets cut him.
Nothing about anyone picking him up.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes somewhere like he's ending up on the Braves and hitting like 30.
I'd love it.
incredible.
I would
Darren
love
Ruff
it.
is not done torturing Frank.
No,
No,
for
I
sure
don't think
not.
so.
And I'm not kidding. I bet when he got cut, Darren Ruff, I really would bet money there was like a sigh of relief of like I don't have to deal with Frank the Tank.
Oh yeah.
Like I bet at one point
100%.
that did cross his mind.
I legitimately think on some level he's like had some small impact negatively affecting the Mets.
Frank?
Like I'm like the way like they all blocked him and shit. Like I think they all are like
They
fuck.
blocked him?
A few of them have. I know in the past, like Stroman did. I know
Stroman is.
Stroman's the worst,
Yeah.
but he's like
Whoa.
just he sucks. He's just a shitty person. But I feel like even other people, I think he's just like they're very aware of him, is my understanding.
Oh yeah. I mean, how can you not be?
So wasn't there a report even like was it true or did I get duped that they were saying there actually was some like Braves players that are like aware and like laugh when they beat them?
Yeah, no, that was true.
that was
I thought that was true, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that really
The end of
was
the
real.
season series that kind of
Yeah.
clinched them the division, the Mets, and the
They
wild
loved
card.
it. They love it.
Yeah, I mean, if you were a Brave, I'd love it. I'm a Yankee fan, and I love Frank the Tank because he tortures the Mets.
Just watching your rival teams despair.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, that's it. That's the rundown. We'll see you guys tomorrow.